Hey, welcome back to The Pass is Alive. This week I hit the road for Maryland in search of baseball cards and old toys, and I'm bringing you guys with me. My first stop in the morning was Old Glory, the antique marketplace. Haven't been here in probably about 3 years since Eric and I were last here. And from what I remember, they had quite a good bit of baseball cards last time, as you can see here. A bunch of showcases full of cards from the 80s, things of that nature. Definitely a lot of empty space in there, too. I'm not sure if they're just restocking or if they are that busy selling cards, but they definitely had a decent mixture of football and baseball. As you can see, there's a little vintage football. A lot of 4 and 5,000 count boxes just full of top-loaded cards. You can see there, Randy Johnson 95 tops for $1. I kind of thumbed through these a little bit. Jeff Bagwell 92 Fleer for $1.50, and after seeing those, I kind of made my way around the store. There's a bunch of different sets stacked up tall there. 79 top set, I believe. Yep, that's a random Todd Benzinger 92 upper deck for a nickel. Looked around a bit longer there, then headed up the road about a half hour to a place called Boonsboro to check out an antique mall that I've never been to. And as soon as I walked in, I was greeted by a tall shelf full of older packs. You can see we have some early 90s Skybox basketball. There's some 91 top cello. I believe those are about $5 a pack. 93 Stadium Club. All kinds of different stuff there. There was some '06 Ultra, 94 Collector's Choice for about $3 a pack. There was some singles there. I looked through those. I believe I saw like a Larry Walker rookie for like $8 in there. And 89 Donruss, I think, were $2 a pack. Walked around some more after seeing that and didn't really come across anything else. So decided to head out and head back to Hagerstown, and where I checked out Antique Crossroads. Right off the bat, found the 89 Fleer Update, 88 tops traded, and they're about $9 a piece. And then I came across this random box that looks like it was directly out of the early 90s. There's a Todd Van Poppel rookie on top for $1.50. A Chuck Knobloch Team 2000 insert from 92 Pinnacle, a Klesko minor league card, Jeff George rookie, I believe, Bobby Bonilla. Lots of randomness. I think that box has been sitting there since the early 90s, but I was pretty intrigued by some of the prices, as I'm sure most of you guys will be also as we look through this box together. John Kruk was a couple bucks, I believe, from 91 Stadium Club. An Andy Van Slyke 85 Fleer for $2. There's so much randomness in this box. Jeff Reardon 81 tops rookie for $9. I had to chuckle out loud whenever I saw that. Not sure where that pricing came from on that one, but kind of all over the place in this box, as you can tell there. But that's not even the best part. The best part is yet to come. The icing on the cake, This 1986 Topps Ozzie Guillen rookie for 12 bucks. Nothing super excited in that place except for that Ozzie Guillen for 12 bucks, but went right next door to the Beaver Creek Antique Mall. This place is massive. I remember going here a few years back, the last time I was in this town, and found some pretty awesome stuff. You can see there's a bunch of older wax in this shot. Well, that was not even beginning to scratch the surface. There was tons of baseball cards and sports cards in general in this antique mall, as you're going to see over the next few minutes. So the inventory was definitely here, but the prices seemed to be on track with eBay comps. You can see there's some early 90s Pro Set and Stadium Club junk wax arrow stuff, 91 Leaf. There is 88 Donruss. I think those were 25 bucks a box. 91 Fleer Action All-Stars. And then down below, some factory sets. There's a 92 Score box. I think that's Series 2. I think that was 16 bucks. 91 Score blister packs. And this guy had a ton of stuff. I felt bad because the first showcase that I thought I was filming was loaded up with wax, and it turns out I ended up not recording. But so I missed out on that. But a lot of the same kind of stuff. It was mostly all baseball wax. There's a 90 Topps set. There's a bunch of non-sports cards. DC. He had Marvel. Just a little bit of everything, something for everyone at this booth. There's a 90 Donruss set if that tickles your fancy. There's minor league cards from Line Drive, and this is only probably half of what this one individual vendor had. It was overwhelming. Some Batman Returns cards, some oddball baseball stickers, and also some football as well. And then everyone's favorite set of all time, the 90 Topps traded set, looking for Todd Hundley, Dave Hollins, and Travis Fryman. You could have got one for $5 at this place. I think they were $5. And still walking around, this is the same guy, I believe, as well. Baseball's greatest gross outs. Eric and I used to like those as kids. Back in the day, I feel like those were $5. I feel like they were $5 until about a year ago, and they were $40 here. So I guess they must have went up. A bunch of random non-sport packs on this display over here, and then down below in the showcase, you have Mickey Mantle memorabilia there, and then some vending boxes. I think those were 87 Topps or 88 Topps. I can't tell, but yeah, I think they're a little bit of both. Some non-sports Gremlins 2 cards, Alf, and the Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton Batman cards, and a bunch of random swimsuit model cards. And still the same vendor, I believe. This 90 Leaf box caught my eye. I had to investigate that. Looks like there's a bunch of random singles and maybe even team sets. More non-sports over in this showcase. I tried to pan over these slowly so you guys can kind of get a feel for what's in there and maybe even catch some of the prices. There's a Stadium Club Dome set, I believe. Some Topps big boxes, which I saw a good bit of those over the weekend, and it seems like they've really spiked up in price too, surprisingly. All kinds of random stuff in this showcase. The Babe Ruth collection. There's Nolan Ryan Express cards. And there's 90 Leaf. Love that set, but it's Series 1. $4 a pack. The Sosa rookie is in Series 1, and I wasn't too intrigued to chase after that card. If they were Series 2, I would have probably bought the entire box, because $4 for a pack of Series 2 is, I think it's pretty good. I've got some Dick Tracy cards over here, and also some random novelty items that I'm sure look familiar to you. Still the same vendor. He had some, I believe, World War cards on top of this next showcase over here. So many different things to look at. It's very overwhelming. This place is awesome. I definitely plan on going back here periodically every few months, because it seems like the inventory is constantly changed out. We've got some rookie cards down here for baseball. Chipper Jones, I think that was $12 for the Chipper. There was a Billy Ripken black box, I believe. Some Griffey second years, I think, being sold as rookie cards. I've been seeing that way too much. And then I made a friend. There was crickets making all kinds of noise in this place. He scurried off around the corner, and then I ended up seeing one of his family members smashed on the floor. A few feet away, there's the classic best box looking for Mike Schmidt autos. Here's Bo, and more cards. Just cards galore in this place. Lots of non-sports. Just something for everyone in this antique mall. Made my way around and then found a G.I. Joe set, or almost 400 cards of the G.I. Joe set for 35 bucks, and some comics for you comic book fans. I'm not such a comic collector myself, but I know that people definitely appreciate seeing them. I don't really know a whole lot about comics. I do have a small collection, mostly Ghostbusters and some older Batman. I was blown away by this next section. Lots of boxes, lots of awesome singles, and I'm excited to show you a card that I really was hung up on, and I think you can see it in the background right there. There's a Tom Seaver 68 being advertised as a rookie card, and you can see that 55 Koufax and me lingering on it on the camera. Lots of PSA graded cards. I think there were some higher grades in there, some 8s and whatnot. A 69 Mantle. And down below, there's a Ted Williams 1955 Topps with autograph, JSA authenticated. That ball is signed by Manto, Willie Mays, George Foster, Johnny Mize. There's a bunch of boxes down here. Topps Chrome from 2021, and I was stoked on these. A lot of older boxes. 81 Fleer, BBCE, 700 bucks. 83 Topps, BBCE, 1900. 81 Topps for 1700, and then an 85 O-Pee-Chee, which I never really see, for 600 bucks. Lots of different boxes down there. There's a 2003 Bazooka box. Don't really see those hardly ever. Some more Topps Big. I think it was 90 bucks for all three series 2021 factory set. And there is that beloved Sandy Koufax 1955 rookie card with autograph ball for $870. Some more boxes down below. I was really torn on that Sandy Koufax, so I was definitely debating it right here. Showing you some 2015 boxes, 2014 I believe. There's some football packs randomly scattered throughout there. Some other football rookies, some vintage rookies, and then some more older boxes. Some more junk era packs mixed with some modern football. And then down below, there's some more autograph
Duke
balls.
Snyder.
There's a Duke
card
Snyder
and autograph ball.
It's pretty
awesome.
Some more vintage football.
There's
There's a 61 Willie Mays with autograph ball. A 71 Topps Pete Rose with autograph, and Denny McClain rookie card and autograph ball for about 80 bucks. Some more footballers. A Gaylord Perry 79 second year autograph with his autograph. Ball. A Rod Carew in the back, and also Willie McCovey 79 Topps with autograph ball. This was pretty funny though. That is a Ron Kittle for $3, 91 Topps, and Julio Franco for $3. Is randomly put on a shelf. Love to show you those when I see them. And then there's another guy in here with a ton of baseball cards. This was insane. It was overwhelming, but a lot of vintage just tucked away in this corner over here, all inside a glass.
These are the cutest things. They're just so silly, but they're so cute. Yeah. I mean, it's silly because they're, yeah, but they're so measly looking, like dinky looking, but I think they really work. What is that? What is that?
A lot of steep prices I saw in these showcases. I did check out these boxes down below. They were filled with vintage, a lot of 50s and 60s. things like that. So I spent some time going through those, and then made my way for the front door. Beaver Creek, awesome place. We'll definitely come back. Left there and headed up the road a few minutes to Memory Lane Antiques. This place has been in my head for a few years now. I know Eric made a video about this the last time we were in this town, and I remember finding toys and baseball cards here. As you can see, right as soon as I walk in, we got some older TMNT and older vintage action figures. And then jackpot, I came across the baseball cards that were up kind of close to the cashier. Thumbed through those a little bit, a lot of vintage cards from the 60s, a lot of stars. And then down below in the showcase, there's a high-end tray. I spent some time going through those. There's an 84 top set, hand-collated, for $37.50. I was like, whoa, that's a pretty awesome deal. And a bunch of starter sets from the 70s. That's enough loitering. Time to head back. Alright, so I just got back from Maryland, and I want to share with you guys my pickups and the things that I brought home. Most of you guys know how antique malls work. I feel like a lot of the stuff there is priced based on eBay comps, but every once in a while you find some diamonds in the rough. Very first thing I want to share with you guys, one of the last things you saw in that video, this 800 count box. Most of you probably knew I was going to buy this, but this is a 1984 Topps complete set. It was only $37.50, which I thought was a pretty awesome deal. And upon further inspection, I popped it open while I was at the store, and I was like, oh, those look pretty sharp. So as you can see here, obviously 84 Topps, you're not going to have perfect centering or anything, but the corners and the edges all look pretty nice. There is the Donnie Baseball rookie card, the best card in the set, and looks pretty good to me. With the naked eye, Robin Yount. So it's like $37.50. I will take it. I actually picked this up for my buddy Ripping for Ripkins, Corey, who is putting together every single top set, or putting every single top set from 76 on into binders. And recent comps on eBay for 84 Topps hand collated sets. There's some that sold a few days ago for $100 and up. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Moving right along, the next thing I picked up, I thought this was pretty awesome too. This is one I don't ever really see. Even on eBay, these don't pop up too often. These older, early 2000s Bazooka hobby boxes. This is from 2003. It was $50. I didn't even look online to compare it. I just did when I got home. Basically, when they're listed on there, the most recently sold, I think, was a month ago, and it sold for $100. So 3 game used relics in every box. 2003, not a very desirable year for rookies, but pretty cool product, and I will probably end up opening that at some point, maybe for a future Turn Back the Clock Tuesday. If you think I should, let me know down below in the comments, and we can probably rip into that in the next few weeks. So that'll be a fun one. And then the last thing, this small stack of cards. These are from a multitude of places. I think I went to like 7 or 8 places today. I don't know. I lost count. But I'm going to pull these off screen so there's more suspense. But couple basically dollar cards. Walker Bueller, whenever I see one of his rookie cards for around $1, I really am never going to turn it down. No matter how many I have, I still think that's an amazing deal. This is one I was nearly positive I didn't have in my rookie box. The iconic 2011 Topps Update set, Jason Kipnis rookie. Pretty sure I didn't have it, so I picked it up for $1.25. This one was one I wasn't going to pass on either. Fukudome rookie card, Topps rookie card at that. Nice one there for $1.25, and possible future Hall of Famer. I was surprised to find this one in this random box. It's Nelly Cruz rookie card from 2006 Upper Deck. Normally I go after Topps and Bowman base rookies, but I wasn't going to pass on a Nelly Cruz rookie card for $1.25. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And moving right along to some pickups from other different places. This is one I have never seen before. 96, pretty bad year for rookies. Not a very good rookie class. But A.J. Pierzynski didn't have this one, and I swear that this is a Mandela effect. I don't remember Bowman making chrome back in 1996. I don't remember that at all. So weird to me to see that. But A.J. Pierzynski, one of the best rookies in that set. For $3, I wasn't going to pass on it. And then this one. I bought this card, or had this card, multiple different versions of it. I probably bought it 3 or 4 times because I keep finding ones that are better than the last. So this Jim caught for $20. I was like, this is a pretty sharp looking card. These corners are like pretty immaculate. The edges are pretty pristine. Centering is obviously off, but it's a 1960 Topps card, so what do you expect? But like for $20, that has to be better than the one I have in my rookie box. I will compare them, and you'll probably see one for sale at a future auction. That's usually what ends up happening. Was pretty stoked on this one, too. This is one I've been thinking about recently that I just don't really come across. I always see his 66 Topps card, and it's very deceiving. The gold rookie cup card where he's pictured by himself. Well, Tony Perez rookie card is 1965, and this is it right here. Hall of Famer Tony Perez, 4250, and it is a short print, so this one's in pretty decent condition. I mean, the corners aren't perfect, but I mean, for 65 Topps, Tony Perez, for a card that I never really come across, I will add that to my rookie box, at least until I find one in better condition. And I looked on eBay for this one before I purchased it, and it looked like they bounce around. There's ones that sell for $70, ones that sell for $100. So I was like, I will take it for $42.50. And then here's one you may have seen that I picked up recently as well. Well, I came across another one for only $20, and I'm like, well, this might be better than the one that I already bought. I think I paid $50 for the one I purchased recently a few weeks back, and this one looks centered better than the one I have, I think. I don't know. I'm going to compare both of them side by side, and you'll probably see one of these Merinos for a future auction as well. So grab that one. And then my buddy and I went out to the Uniontown Mall to see Victor. And most of you guys probably know Victor and Pittsburgh Stellar Collectibles from my brother's videos that he did on the shop. But Victor always is super, super nice to me. He's actually his business is doing amazing to the point where he's opening an entirely different, another store in the same mall. He's like 5 or 6 doors down from his current shop. He is opening another collectibles store because he is doing so well and has so much inventory rushing in. So, congratulations to him, man. That is awesome. But went down and talked to him for a bit, hung out. He told me about the pack attack that is happening October 30th. So if you're in Pennsylvania, if you're near Uniontown, PA, or even Pittsburgh, check out the pack attack Saturday, October 30th, coming up 2 p.m. They're also having a card show there next month. You have to be registered or buy your ticket before that glorious day, and that day is glorious because it's also my birthday, October 10th. But it's $100. It looks like before the 10th, or if you get a ticket after the 10th, it's $125. But contact Bryce there or Victor, Pittsburgh Stellar Collectibles, and check that out. I guess it's a pretty awesome thing. I've never been a part of it, but Victor was definitely making me want to join. And then this is what I came back from Victor's store with, Joey Votto. I'm not even sure what version of this card it is, but it is his rookie card of 2008 Topps. It's some sort of, I don't know if it's an insert or what. I wasn't collecting back in 2008, so these elude me. To me, it's just a gold card, but I know it's some sort of special insert set. But Joey Votto could be possibly inducted into Cooperstown someday. Victor gave that to me for $5. I thought that was a pretty awesome deal. So this will go into my rookie box. Before we went to Uniontown Mall yesterday, we stopped off at Laurel Mall, and I have not found anything at Laurel Mall in years. But there is a guy that has a card shop in there, and I kind of almost forgot about it. But he has a bunch of good singles in the showcases. Did not expect to find this next one there at all. This was huge because I almost bought it last weekend at the Mainline Auto Show. But I was able to pick it up at Laurel Mall, of all places. It is Ichiro and Albert Pujols. This is a 2001 Topps Traded rookie card with two future Hall of Famers, I should say. Two future Hall of Famers on one card together. The only other card I can think of like that is the 78 Topps, Paul Molitor, and Alan Trammell. So he gave this to me for $60. $120 tag, which, I mean, eBay comps on this card are usually at least $100. I've seen, I think, some that are $150. So Ichiro, Albert Pujols, both together on the 2001 Traded. I could not pass on that for $60. So that will go right into the rookie box. Pretty excited about that and the rest of this weekend's pickups. I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to try to get out on the road more often, maybe every weekend, maybe every other weekend, and go in different directions and see what else I can come up with. So let me know what you enjoyed about the video or my favorite pickup. I love to hear from you guys, and I will hopefully see you all very soon. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys.